Hi guys, Carl Cohen's Homestead. I am back for Father's Day, June this year, 2021. My daughter Carla bought me a flagpole. So this flagpole is by officialflagpoles.com, I believe. So she bought it for me, and with this package you get, now I'm not sure if the light was extra cost, but anyway, I have the light package for at nighttime. It's solar, so at nighttime the lights will come on and illuminate the flag. So, and as you know, to fly an American flag at night, you have to have it illuminated. So, also you get the gold ball that goes on top and into the pole, and you get the bracket or the cap that goes on top of the pole, and of course the solar light attaches with the ball, and that's what holds it in place. There's a flat screw that goes into this cap to tighten it up against the pole, like so. So we're going to go ahead and put it together, and you also get the rope and the little clips for the flag. Now, the flag that I got, I measured from eye to eye, the eye by the stars to the eye down by the stripes, is 32 inches, maybe 32 and a half inches. So I know where my, how far apart my clips need to be. So we're going to go ahead and install this thing, and then we'll go from there. I'm going away. Let me get set up, and I'll be right back with you. Okay guys, first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and tighten up our cap. Now, I'm not going to over tighten, but I just want it tight enough where if we ever have a sort of strong wind, it won't just blow it off. So you want it snug where it's not going to pop off of there. There you go, she's not moving. So we have the cap on. Now we're going to go ahead and install our solar lights and our gold ball to it. Now one thing we want to do is make sure before we put the flagpole up to make sure the switch is on, because you're not going to be able to get up there every night and turn the switch on. It's got to be, come on at dark, okay? So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and put this on, and then we're going to bring it in the shop and turn the lights out and see, make sure the switch is in the right position. That way when I go to put up my flagpole, it will be on. And at night it'll light up. So this is pretty much it. You put the, I don't know if you can see that, but anyway, let me move it over a little bit in front of me. Put the ball and tighten it up. Don't over tighten, because these things are plastic and I'm afraid of damage. So, alright, and I'll just give this one more turn, or maybe a quarter turn. Alright, and that's it pretty much. So now we need to put our rope on. But before I go there, I'm going to tell you that this particular flagpole is a 20 foot. It comes with 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of pole, okay, and they just push into place. And we'll go ahead and now the sun is really beating down, and this pole is getting really hot, so I may have to end up putting gloves on pretty soon. Alright, and that's pretty much it. The bottom part is where your cleat goes, which you also get. Got 2 Phillips screws and they're pre-drilled holes. You just tighten it up, and your cleat's in there where you tie your rope to. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and install this. It's going to be the bottom part, the bottom post. Yeah, it's getting hot, y'all. So let me go ahead and get my gloves. But anyway, you get the idea. So, well, before I get my gloves, I can go ahead and work with the rope to show you what we need to do with the rope. Now, this is by no means a recommendation that you go to officialflagpoles.com and buy a flagpole. This is just a flagpole I got for Father's Day, and I'm putting it up, of course, my way. So, all you do, curl your rope a little bit, put it around the pulley, comes out. Now, when you put it in to the side, closest to the outside of the pulley. So this rope is pretty long. So what we got to do now is get the rope. I'm going to tie our clamp to it, our clip, the flag clip that actually holds it to it. Okay, so this is the outside, right? So we're going to go ahead and attach our clip. Now what I'm going to do is just make like a slip knot, okay? Not a slip knot, it's a knot. Anyway, to hook my clip to. Now this ain't going nowhere, yo. This is not going to go anywhere. So I put my clamp in, then I put the top of the flag here. Okay, now the bottom, you don't need a knot for that same flag because the instructions tell me that once you put the clip on a flag, you just feed both ends of the string, the rope through that clip, and that'll hold it in place. So if it don't work like that, I can always come back and put a knot loop in it and attach the clip to that. So we're going to try it like this and see what happens. That's what they suggest. So you get enough to put 2 flags on your pole. So if you want to fly 2 flags, you get 4 clips. And so I do have my American flag that they supplied, and I do have other flags, so I just may end up putting other flags on it later. Alright, let me get it put together and we'll show you how it looks. Well, first we're going to go into the shop and make sure the light's on. And there's 2 positions, light and brighter. So I want it on brighter because I don't have street lights around here. We're in the country. So let's go in the shop and get this thing lit up. Okay, guys. Everything works properly. It's together properly as far as I know. And now we're going to go ahead and work on the mount. What I forgot to mention is with the bottom post, there is a sleeve, PVC sleeve, that fits into this post. So we're going to go ahead and cement it into the ground. And it's an 18 inches long, so we're going to go ahead and cement it into the ground and build a flower bed around it. So let's get that done. Don't go nowhere. Alright, guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my PVC in the ground. I'm going to dig my hole probably right around 18 inches, which is right about how long the PVC pipe is. So I'm going to add an extension to it because I'm going to put an above ground flower bed around it, and it's going to be 2 paving stones high of about 3 inches each, so about 6 inches above ground. So I'm going to put that extension on it to make sure that the PVC pipe is sticking above ground a little bit. So it'll be in the ground at least 18 inches plus another 6, maybe another 7, and then we'll have about 7 inches sticking out above that. So it'll be pretty sturdy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my, as you can see, I have my tape ruler. I have a big nail right at 2 feet. I'm going to make a 2-foot circle, and that's how my pavers are going to go around in a circle, and my flagpole right in the middle where the big nail's at. So let me get started digging a hole, and I'll be right back with you. Okay guys, been raining off and on just about every day, so I'm working between raindrops to get this flagpole done and installed. So I kept the hole covered. To make sure, you know, it doesn't fill back up with anything, maybe water or whatever. So what I did now, as you can see, those landscape stones, I'm going to put a flower bed above ground around my flagpole. So what I had to do, I dug my hole 18 inches deep, and my actual PVC pipe that's going to go in it with the flagpole in is going to be about 7 inches above this. Get my flagpole. So let me show you what I did. Hang on, let me set up the camera. So now what you'll see is this is part of the flagpole, right? So the cleat is mounted right here. There are 2 screws for the cleat where you tie your rope. So this slides right inside of this, and believe it or not, when it hits this, I'll show you from this side because it's easier, this pipe slides right in. So it goes into this PVC and around this one. So I think it gives it extra strength right up in this area for weather or whatnot. But what I'm going to do when I'm going to do my cement in a minute is I'm going to leave this on there to get my get it level. So I think it'll work out. Comes out pretty easy. So I'll be able to move the flagpole when I need, and it's stopped by the boats. It'll only go so far, and pretty solid. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my bracket up right here to keep it level above the hole. Slide this in, get it level with my level, and then pour some concrete. Don't go nowhere. I'll get that done right now. Now, as you can see, the top of the landscape pavers from here to the top of this is probably about 7 inches, give or take. So it's sticking out the ground enough. Now, if I have to remove my flagpole for whatever reason, hurricanes or whatever, while I was at Home Depot, I bought this. So what I'm going to do, if I ever have to take my pole down to keep trash from falling into it, is put this on top, and I'm going to put a little screw to tighten it up where the wind don't blow it off. But anyway, it fits pretty good. So if it works, it works, right? So go ahead and put this back in. Alright. And we'll go ahead, stick it in a pea gravel a little bit. Now I get my level, try and get it as straight as I can. So I can look at it right now and tell, no, it's not level. But anyway, right. So that's level. Now, of course, what I'm going to do, once I put my cement in, is I'm going to double check that levelness and make sure that we have no problems. So I'll go ahead now, mix my cement, and we'll come back and pour it in. Don't go nowhere, guys. All right, guys, I wanted to show you this too. Hope you can see this. So, putting it flat on the top, that bubbles right in the center. So it is level as it is. Now, once I pour my cement, of course, we're going to come back and double check. We'll secure it because it will rain again. I guarantee you, if not in an hour or so, it can happen any time. We're going to kind of cover it up a little bit, let my cement cure, and we're going to let it sit for 48 hours. Then we're going to put the rest of the pole up. Let's mix the cement, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, right after I started mixing my cement, during that time, or maybe when I started pouring it from my wheelbarrow into the hole, ran out of memory on the camera. But anyway, cement's in a hole. Gonna recheck my level, make sure it's level in all directions, and we're gonna let it sit and let that cement cure probably about 48 hours. And I know it's going to rain again, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a couple of pieces of metal tin, that metal roofing, and put around it, hopefully to keep some of the rainwater from going into the cement, because I really want it to dry well. So it's looking good, but anyway, it's looking at the level. Let's check the level. Perfectly, the bubble's right in the middle. Right there. Alright, she's good. So, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that wood brakes on it to hold it still, and I'll be out here for another couple of hours before it starts getting dark, and we'll keep checking the level, make sure it's okay. And I think while I'm sitting here, I'm going to go ahead and write my name on the cement and a date, just because. Alright, guys, so we'll see you in 48 hours, and we'll come back and check the post, make sure it's in between now and then, and make sure everything's still good with it, and we'll go ahead and finish the flagpole installation once this dries. See you in 48 hours. Alright, guys, time to cover up the hole again, and then we're going to do our landscape pavers and put some dirt and a couple of plants. Then we put our pole up. Alright guys, there you have the flagpole. This is Carl and Dawn's Homestead. We hope you liked the video. Leave a comment and a thumbs up if you don't mind. Also, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. You can see the flagpole behind me. Not much wind. I'm happy the way it came out. Now I'm going to put my flowers in my flower bed below the flag. And at nighttime, its solar powered light on the top is going to illuminate the flag. So there you have it. Let's take a look at that, guys. Let's see how the solar light works.